Hello everyone. I left something out of my other videos, so I just want to follow up, and I found some other things that are really interesting for you to think about. Um, so here is Venezuela launches first nuke in currency wars, devalues currency by 46%, and this was back in February. And if you recall, Chavez, who has passed on, he was demanding his gold back, and a lot of people didn't like him in the USA. Even some Christian leaders, I forgot the guy's name, that said he should be taken out of all things. I mean, that is so evil. But so maybe he was, which some people think. But we also know that uh, maybe Venezuela was, I don't know. Well, they devaluated the currency, and that affected business people who invested in Venezuela. And I'm not really up on all that, but there's some info here. Um, and look what it says. It says the chart above is a free lesson in nominal versus real, the hardest lesson for some 99.9% of the world's population to grasp. Well, that's including me, because I don't know what it means. And I just had to look up VEF, and that's the Venezuelan currency, I guess, even though it's called the Bolivar, but it has EF, so I don't know. I'm just teaching myself, through these things, but I just want to show you all this talk about gold and stuff, and we know that most likely the reason for going into Africa to Gaddafi was because he was planning to have the gold dinar. He wanted to make Africa strong and unite Africa. And also, Gaddafi was, this was his brainchild, to have the great man-made river, and he was turning the desert green, the great man-made river. And I even looked at the site before, while Gaddafi was still in power. It was really fantastic, amazing project. You can find more information about it on all these different sites here. And look, here is the great man-made river. Oh, there was just an explosion also March 20th. Wow. But here from July 26, 2009. Oh, let's see. I was just thinking about going there. See what it says, just to have a look together.
Libya. It's a vast country, hot, dusty, and dry, 90% desert. So you may be surprised to know there's a huge river flowing beneath it, a vital source of drinking water for Libya's cities, a man-made river that could one day even turn desert into farmland. As Margaret Evans reports, Canadian technology is helping to keep all that water flowing.
A land thirsting for water, and home to one of the most ambitious irrigation schemes in the world. It's called the Great Man-Made River, and it flows beneath these sands. It is colossal in scale.
Okay, see that? This was Gaddafi's brainchild. If you didn't know that, then this could be another reason why, the invaders wanted to go and get the water, because this is the age of water wars, as you know. You can't even have water in Oregon now. Rainwater fall on your property and call it your own. So that was Gaddafi's, amazing, incredible project that he dreamt up, because underneath is the aquifer, one of the biggest aquifers in the world. So just look at this, what was happening there. Anyway, besides that, here's the info, all the sites that you can find about Chavez wanting his gold back. He just, I mean, people have their gold all over the place, and when they ask, nobody knows if anyone even has it anymore. And I have to say that having gold or understanding gold holdings or why it's valuable is really slippery. You know, it's hard to understand because it's not used for that much, or it's not used in commercial products or whatever. But let's see, this. So I don't understand. I'm one of the 99.99. I'm 99.9% of the population that can't grasp this. I can't grasp Bitcoins either. I don't know what those are. I just can't get it. Like, what if the internet goes down? That's just air, and I don't know. I don't understand that. But this is what else I want to show you about gold. Very significant and easy to understand. Okay, whom to believe on gold? Central banks or Bloomberg? Bloomberg, they don't know. Have to always cross-reference everything because people don't know. The information is all wrong, and you have to really look into it and cross-reference to get a true picture. But here we have all of the countries that are increasing their holdings of gold, their gold reserves, going up, 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 up. And here are some that went down. Sri Lanka, down. Germany, down a little bit. And this is interesting. Check this out. Central banks added more to their reserves last year than since 1964. Isn't that incredible? Why are they increasing their reserves? And they don't care what the price is, but if they want to increase their reserves even more, it makes sense that they keep the prices low until they get all of it, and no one has any. So, look at this. Jim Rickards, a highly respected author and hedge fund manager, said last month that China has probably already accumulated between 2,000 and 3,000 tons. This is more than what Bloomberg says. And Russia's the top gold buyer. And look at this. Jim Rickards thinks, I'm not really familiar with him, but the catalyst for a spike into 2,500, 3,000 price range for gold will be an announcement by China, probably the late 2013 or 14, and they have acquired 4,000 tons or more in their official reserve position. Once that position is validated, gold will move to the $7,000 range in 2015 and beyond. But who will have it? No one, because who knows what to do with it? You go and get some and you have to hide it or store it, and it's so foreign feeling, just like what Mark Dice, you know, those videos he made with asking people. He was giving it away, no one wanted it. They would take a dollar bill before they would take a chance on real gold because it looks so like a piece of chocolate covered with gold foil. But if you look down here, a really good suggestion. Clearly, we should take notice. If central banks are preparing for a major change in the value of the dollar, shouldn't we? The fact remains that the US dollar cannot and will not survive the ongoing abuse heaped upon it by its government planners and federal officials. Even George Soros said he knows what's going to happen to the dollar, but he wouldn't tell. You can find that on YouTube. Okay, embrace the messages central bankers are telling us, the ones they tell with their actions, not their words. Buy gold. Your financial future may very well depend upon it. Okay, so you can think about that. Now I want to show you one other thing that is pretty important, if I can find it. All right. The 10 countries with the biggest gold reserves in the world. India, Netherlands, Japan, Russia. But what does this all mean? You know, their economies are collapsing, their dollars are losing, their currencies are losing value, but they have all this gold, so I wonder what, I don't know. I don't know how to exactly perceive it. And look, France. France has so much. And you know who gave him money, or gave Sarkozy when I say France? Gaddafi. Gaddafi totally supported Sarkozy, and then Sarkozy um, turned his back on him and supported doing him in. And Gaddafi supported his campaign and gave him all. Gaddafi gave away a lot of money. And look, do you believe it? Italy is number 3. So why can't they? Are they waiting for something to happen before they well, I guess they're going to do the one world government, one world economy from the Vatican, and the Antichrist, and you know all these things that are happening in the Bible and in the book of Revelation. I mean, these pieces of amazing puzzle in our lifetimes are coming together. Even with Syria and Damascus, Damascus is the oldest continually inhabited city in the world, in the history of the world, on par with Aleppo. But it says in the Bible that Damascus will become a ruinous heap. You know, it's part of the prophecies, and that's what's happening. It's just incredible. Then Germany. So Germany wants their gold back, but the U.S. said it'll take 7 years. And the United States, official gold holdings. Wow. But is it really there? Can it be proved? I don't know. I'm just learning about all this, everyone. So, oh, I know. I wanted to show you one other thing. Let's see if I have time. This is really good. If you go down here, this guy right here, 2 short planks. He just wrote this on 3/26/13, and he says, isn't it high time we call a duck? We all called that ducky looking thing over there a duck once and for all. All right, down here, they want it, the Bank of International Settlements wants to take the gold off the table. Manipulation is there for everything. For the everything is all right illusion. That's what they're telling. Obama will say, oh, everything's great. Okay, look at this. Number 6, less than 1 in 1,000 to 5,000 people have any meaningful amount of gold. And what is a meaningful amount? Is it 1 ounce, 2 ounces, or what? Subject to a run. Okay, Western central banks have leased out up to 80% of their gold holdings. So they lease it out, then what do they do with it? I don't know. Subject to a run, there would be less than 1/10 of 1 ounce for each person within the global middle class on sale on the open market. Only 3 grams per person. So I hope you go and get at least like a 1/4 ounce, a 1/10 ounce, 1/2 ounce, whatever you can. If gold re-enters the financial picture, strong hands will ensure that there will be less than 1 ounce of refined gold for each person on the earth for every 50-year period. Wow, that is exciting. Can you imagine if you get your hands on a gold ounce, how you will feel? You'll be one of the rare ones. The general, number 16, the general public is either too inept or stupid to see the writing on the wall. Those who will understand already understand. The mental lifeboats have already left. I love this expression. The mental lifeboats have already left because life is consciousness. It's quality. It's like precious mentals. You know, we have to be noble and be aware and have quality and empowering thoughts and do everything from this perspective in our lives. Anyway, so down here, if the worst happens, then 10 ounces of physical gold is ample, because that's 1 in 10,000, 50,000, alluding to sale bids. Okay, so if you can get your hands on a little bit of gold, that is great. Okay, thank you for listening, and God bless everyone with truth and peace and love and all that. Bye for now.